Hi, it's JJ DiGeronimo, the president of Purposeful Women and Tech Savvy Women, and we are continuing our Women in STEM video interview series. And today we have Melanie Dickman with us. Hi, Melanie.
Hi.
So great to have you, and I know people are going to be thrilled in what you have started. So before we get to that, I'd love to know where you started your career journey.
I started my career journey actually in aviation. And I was a stay-at-home mom at the time. Got my pilot certificate, got my instrument rating, have enough hours for my commercial, and everybody right ahead of me in flight school was hired by the airlines and then furloughed. So I thought, okay, I've got to rethink this. I've got to rethink what I do for a living. I'll always fly. I'll always love aviation. I'll always be an advocate. But as far as making a living, maybe I should find something else.
Wow, that's disappointing, but it's exciting. I don't meet too many women that get an aviation degree.
Only 6% of pilots are women.
Woo! And here we have one right here.
Exactly.
How phenomenal. So, that initial path didn't work out for you. So you switched gears, and what came of that?
Discovered I really liked writing. During that time, I was also trying to find tech programs and science programs for my little girl, who was about 7 or 8 at the time. Couldn't find anything. It was either co-ed or it was for middle school and up, if it was a program for girls.
Sure.
So I thought, it wasn't putting 2 and 2 together yet, that I thought somebody should really do something about that. Somebody should start something. And went to my little girl, and she said, well, Mom, why don't you do it? And I thought, oh, no, not me. Not me. I can't do that. I don't have the real strong STEM background. And she said, well, why not you? Other people do, and they'll help you. I said, you're right. You're right. Why not me?
Amazing. Just to get that inspiration from your children, I just think like that's sort of pushing you in a direction you might even thought to go.
Right, absolutely. I never would have thought. Now, I've always had a passion for science. I did take a lot of science classes in college just for fun and didn't put 2 and 2 together yet. And I thought, wait a minute, I've always loved it, and wouldn't it be great if I could just inspire other people to love it too?
Oh, so what did you start?
I started a nonprofit company called Girls in Science and Technology.
What are you actually doing with girls in this area?
Girls in Science and Technology, we focus on offering programs, hands-on programs for little girls. We focus on the age group is pretty young, and it's grades K through about 5 or 6, depending on the program. But what we found is that normally little girls, by the time they get into middle school, it's sometimes too late. They have the stereotypes that, well, girls can't be good in science.
I love it. And so what are you looking to do next?
What we really want are some good role models for these little girls, because sometimes they don't have good role models in science or technology, and they could really use it because a lot of times girls don't go into these fields because they don't know they exist. Right. They don't know anybody who does this. And so we'd like to provide those really strong, smart women that say, hey, you know what, you can do this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you grew up rich. It doesn't matter if you grew up poor. It doesn't matter if you're a girl. It just doesn't matter. Just if you love it, you can do it.
I love it. And I hope that you will leverage some of the Women in STEM videos that we've created as role models, even virtually, for your girls.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
This is great. And so just to end, what advice, do you live by, or what advice would you share with our listeners?
I would say, for one thing, if you want to do it, just do it. Don't let the idea kind of fester, because for one thing, somebody else will do it. And I've learned that. If you see something, if you see a need, fill it. And then also for moms of little girls who might be interested in science too, just really encourage them. Would be great is if moms didn't say, oh, I was horrible at math, or I'm horrible at science, and yeah, this is so hard. I can see why you don't want to do this. Instead of really encouraging her. And I think with encouragement, we're going to get a little farther.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing not only your personal journey, but what you've created out of your interest of your own children.